We've already done cropping and color adjustments. We've looked at our layout. And then the last thing is going to be adding text. So up in the toolbar at the top, you have the letter T, just like in Photoshop. So that is your text tool. You can click and drag out a text box. You can single click and it will add a text box that is unconstrained. So like theoretically, it would just be one long continuous sentence. Unlike if I dragged out the text box like I did with this one. See the difference between this shape and this? This is unconstrained, this is a shape. In order to change the text, you would highlight it. Your text appearance options are over here. Offside is the font name. They have all these really cool fonts preloaded. I'm gonna look for a good thick fat font. Well, let's use this one for fun. Okay, so Rimetto 1. I'm gonna change my font size over here. So let's make it 18. And I'm gonna change the color. Let's make it this gray blue color. Okay, now let's say I wanted my title to be this exact green color of the rind of the cucumber, okay? So we're gonna choose over here underneath our appearance, see this little eyedropper? You're gonna click the little eyedropper. You can bring it over, sample the color in your image. Actually, that sampled something that looked relatively black, so we're gonna get something that's a little greener. Let's just for fun, so you can see the change. Click here, right? So I've sampled the green and the celery. It's clicks it over there. Now, if you click the little colored circle, you can save, I believe you can save it. Ah, there we go. So swatches in use. Ooh, clicked on something that's a paid option. And you can see what your color is, okay? So there you go. There's how you choose your font, color, font size. You can make it bold if it allows. You can play with the opacity, you can play with blending. There's like all kinds of stuff. I would check scale font on resizing in the event that you resized the text box. Your font is going to resize with it, okay? Now to play with the spacing between your lines, if you want them to be closer, where are you? So this is spacing between characters, between words, and between lines. I'm gonna knock the spacing between my lines down to 80%. If I wanted it even closer, let's say 75%. So that's what it's, by the percent, it's saying how much spacing do you want between the lines in your text. I like things to be a little snugger. Whoops. That little red arrow resizes your text box. And then let's make her fit in here a little bit better. Okay, food in jars, there's my title. Okay, now if I wanted to add my name by Lindsay DeDio, just make another text box, align it. What's really nice is that, see all these little rulers that are popping up? It's gonna help you with alignment. So when you're thinking about your composition, think of alignment, think of spacing, think of all of the stuff that we've already talked about in class, apply it here, okay? So remember, you don't want stuff sitting right up on the edge, because you want to have a little bit of a bleed when we print. So there's space there. I like to call it, and I know you guys have heard me say it, give your text a little breathing room around the edges. Something like this, don't let this just, your name just fly out there. Now either align it right, align it left, okay, or center it, make it deliberate. If you want to put it down at the bottom, again, align it so these two line up. Think of hierarchy, right? Food in Jars is the title of the zine, so that should be the biggest and the boldest. The second most important thing is the artist name, right? So that's mine. So that would be a little bit smaller. Maybe it's in a different color or a different value of that green. So think of hierarchy, and use your elements and principles of design that we've talked about so far already this semester. You're done with that, you are going to save it as a JPEG, and then you're going to upload that to the Google Classroom. So you're going to click the File drop-down menu in the top left corner, choose Export, and then you're going to export it as a JPEG, okay? Then you're going to export as a JPEG. It automatically downloads to your computer, and then you'll have this JPEG file of your assignment. See, just right there, my undone assignment. But then you'll have that JPEG to then upload to Google Classroom. And then once I get it, when I have a bunch of them, I'll go to school, print them off, and then mail them out to you guys. And then you'll be able to cut and fold your zine. I've made a video on how to cut and fold your zine once you've done with this step. So when you get the mail, then watch that video so you know how to do it. You guys can make your own zines. It doesn't have to be done on the computer. You can hand draw them. You can, you know, if you're bored, make a couple of them. I hope this helped. Please email me if you have any questions about this program. I have a feeling we're going to be spending quite a bit of time using this piece of software. It seems like the most simple, web-based, and similar to Photoshop. So I think we're going to spend a lot of time with this in the next couple weeks. Let me know if you have any challenges, and hope you're all doing well.